William Shakespeare's Comedy of Errors is based on two plays by the Roman playwright Plautus, the Menechmi and the Amphitryon. Most of Plautus's plays are based on the plays of Menander and other Greek playwrights. Indeed, most early Roman comedies are based on the plays of Menander and other Greek playwrights. Just as Shakespeare translated some Roman plays and stories into English plays, the Roman playwrights translated the Greek plays into Latin and made them more appealing to a Roman audience. So what did the Romans like to see at plays, and how often and where did they get to see plays? Roman plays were performed at religious festivals in order to honor certain gods. It was at these special times of the year when Romans could stop working in the fields or at their jobs so that they could have a good time at public feasts and other religious rituals. The earliest plays in Rome and the surrounding areas were unscripted, comical farces. These performances involved slapstick comedy, stock characters, sexual and satirical humor, and music. In 240 BC, the half-Greek Livius Andronicus introduced scripts and plots to Roman theater when he translated plays about war, especially the Trojan War, from Greek into Latin. Over the next few decades, more and more opportunities were added for Romans to go to the theater. At these 6 annual festivals, Romans could watch both tragedies and comedies, including tales about the Roman past. Only Roman comedies survive from the Republic, and only the work of 2 authors at that. They are Plautus and Terentius Afer, who was conventionally referred to as Terence. Both Plautus and Terence took the plots of Greek comedies, which were written in poetry, and rewrote them in Latin poetry. This translation preserved some elements of the original Greek plays and altered other elements. On the one hand, the characters remained stock characters: the clever slave, the greedy old man, the youthful lover, or the prostitute. Each of these characters would have been easily recognized from the theater mask worn by a male actor. On the other hand, Roman comedies no longer included choral interludes. They included more singing, like in operas and musicals, and more music, like a soundtrack at the movies. Additionally, the plays often included more slapstick comedy and more conversation between characters. Sometimes the plays mixed Greek elements with Roman elements. For instance, the plays remained set in Greece, but there are frequent allusions to Roman customs or topography. All of these changes often resulted in a simplified and a more absurd plot than in the original Greek plays. However, the changes also kept the plays more appealing to the Romans, who wanted fresh, humorous entertainment and new stories. Interestingly, Roman playwrights were careful not to translate the same Greek play into Latin twice, including if another playwright had translated it. Unfortunately, this may not have been enough to keep Romans in the theater. The audience supposedly left 2 of Terence's plays in order to watch a tightrope walker or gladiators, 2 other kinds of spectacle at the religious festivals. So where did the Romans go to see these plays? The first stone theater in Rome was completed in 55 BC by the great general Gnaeus Pompeius Magnus, or Pompey the Great. Before 55 BC, in the times of Plautus and Terence, all theatrical performances were at temporary theaters. These wooden structures were erected in the Circus Maximus, the Forum, in front of a temple, or in other open areas. The temporary stages could also be very elaborate, with many expensive marble columns. The columns would have decorated the stage and provided a nice background to the action, such as at this late 5th century BC theater in Mérida, Spain. Among the columns, there were 3 doorways, each symbolizing the door to a house, temple, or shop in the play. As these doors suggest, all the action was set outside, and characters would have to report anything that happened inside. There were also conventions about exiting the stage to the side. If a character exited on the left side of the stage, or stage right, he went to the country. If a character exited on the right side of the stage or stage left, he went further into the city. The cues for a character to leave, however, are sometimes obscure because the ancient scripts provide few stage directions. Readers must use the character's lines to infer when a character enters and leaves, hits someone, or stands motionless. All of this would have been clearer to an audience watching the play, and you may even better understand the play if you think about how you would act it out